Welcome back to Make Believe. My guest's already laughing. I don't know why she over here laughing. Y'all, welcome back to Make Believe. I'm Calvin Nowell. It's good to have you back. Today, I get an opportunity to sit down with people that I've known for a while. I knew her before the world knew her, before she had three number one billboards. I knew her before that, and she is a good friend of mine. She's an incredible worship leader, artist. She sang with CeCe. She's done sang with a lot of people behind the scenes, but she's been doing her thing independently. She's an independent artist, and she's doing really, really well. Would y'all please help me welcome Dr. Miss Nia Allen.
All you need to do is make believe. All you need to do is make believe. When you can't find your way, all you need to do is make believe. In a world of ups and downs, in the shadows where you down, can't afford to keep wasting time. All you need to do is make believe.
Come on. I'm going to throw in a clap track on that.
That's so
Welcome.
silly. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Good. It's good to have Nia. Now, I got to
you.
tell you how I know Nia. So, I don't know how long was since you moved to Nashville, or just the years. You have to, or give me an idea.
It's
Time frame.
been 20
years.
It's been about 20 years, yeah.
We try not to age
we don't
ourselves.
look like it, but it's been about 20 years,
We
right?
try not to age ourselves, but I know
Yeah.
Nia for about 20 years.
Yeah.
And I remember a friend of mine, we had a mutual friend.
Yeah.
I was at home for the holidays in Ohio. You're from?
Columbus, Ohio.
I'm from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And so I was visiting some friends that were in the area. And they were like, hey, I got a friend that's moving down to Nashville. Her name is Nia Allen. And they was like, do you mind if I connect her with you? Because she doesn't really know anybody in Nashville yet. And I was like, sure. I was just like, cool. And she gave me the song Wait. And her song Wait. And I was like, okay, she can sing. Okay, cool. You know, I was like, it kind of gave me a little, I heard the tone a little, it had a little brain, it had a little something on it. I was like, okay, cool. So they sent me the music. And then I guess about a month or two later, you moved down.
Yeah.
And called.
It was a faith move, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing.
It
I was in
was?
my 20s and just,
Yes.
I was like, God gave me a word. I need to move to Nashville. And,
She moved and she called me. I was substitute teacher or something at that time. And I was like, answered the phone. I was like, hello? Hi, Calvin. This is Nia Allen from Columbus. Hi. You know, and it was really cool. She was really sweet, but you could tell she was like, it was like, you were just coming on a word, I guess.
I didn't know. I literally, y'all, I went through just a time of prayer and consecration, but I really did feel like God was telling me to come to Nashville. So I took a faith move and I drove. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, not knowing anybody. I stayed in a hotel, the Hampton Inn on West End, which is just crazy. My parents were looking at me like, what in the world is this girl doing? But, you know, but no, finish this. So, but yeah, I called Calvin from the hotel. So yeah.
You called me from the hotel.
room. Yeah.
And so I've known her. We've sang together behind, I think we first started
Nicole C. Mullen.
Nicole C. Mullen. We
Yep.
were doing backgrounds for her.
Yeah.
And then you've sang with, CeCe for a
Yeah.
few years,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years with
Yeah.
CeCe.
Yep, 4 to 5.
Travel with CeCe, and then, I don't know, session stuff. I mean, you just kind of in and out, but you've always been like an independent worship leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so just tell me, like, when you came down here, what were you believing God for? Like, what this is make believe, and I always say you don't get what you want just because you want it.
Yeah.
You get what you believe is possible. And so
Yeah.
when you moved down here, what were you believing God for?
Yeah.
Well,
in Columbus, I recorded my very first project. For some who may not know, I had a project called A New Thing. I recorded that album with my dad in Columbus, Ohio. We had a studio in the basement. So I came to Nashville with that project in hand. And I really came because I really felt like God told me to come to Nashville. But obviously, you come to Nashville to fulfill your dreams. I wanted to sing full time. I wanted to be an artist full time. And so literally I came dreaming and hoping I would, connect with some great people and be able to live out my dream as a singer and an artist full time.
Great.
So, yeah.
So then tell me, who were some of your influences musically? So if you haven't checked out her music, y'all go check it out. But what are some of your music influences?
I grew up listening. think I grew up listening to Brandy. Brandy was probably one of my favorites.
Pause,
and she still is one of my favorites. I love vocally, like Brandy can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm sorry.
Now, y'all, I know all my guests keep coming out here talking about the same thing. Y'all need to bow down and remember what I done told y'all. It's about Brandy. Like, what is it about Brandy that you like?
I think just the authenticity, the skill,
The precision,
the tone, and she's gotten better, over the years as a teenager. But as an adult, we was like the things that she would do is stuff that your ear doesn't. You're like, how in the world did she hear that?
How did she hear that? And that's why I love it. But I'm not. This ain't about Brandy.
Well, my top three, she's one. Brandy, CeCe, and Whitney are probably like my top
okay,
three.
And I can hear that in all of it.
Yeah.
What is it about Whitney that you just love?
Oh, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is anointed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you just felt something when she opened up her mouth. She could sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
And you could just tell it was coming just from a real and sincere place. You could see, even though she was singing pop music, you could tell that she had those church roots and that she loved God for real,
And then CeCe, of course.
Same, right?
She's like our godmother, kind of unofficially, right?
Yeah, tone, authenticity, and just sincerity. You felt when CeCe opened her mouth, the room will shift, She got the glory of God in her throat. So no, I've been since I was little. I used to listen to BB and CeCe Winans, in my backyard on my Walkman,
What was it like for you to start working with her? I know how I feel. I still freak out when she called.
It's a dream come true. Going from listening to her music growing up, listening to BB and CeCe and singing CeCe's parts to being able to travel the world with her for, as a supporting vocalist for 4 to 5 years. That was wow. It was a dream come true.
What did you learn from her off the road? Or is there anything that you can say that?
Yeah, man. With her, for me, ministry, just the importance of serving the people. She took it very seriously. What you see is what you get. She's the same on and off stage. And that's what translated the most, Okay. And it's always going to be my ministry. In the back, we're praying before we go out. It's always, all right, y'all, let's pray.
And she's the real deal.
Absolutely.
On and off stage.
Absolutely.
What you get on stage, you're going to get the same thing.
Absolutely.
Off stage. And she really is holy and loves God.
For real.
She real. And I love it. Don't change a thing about it. But she does set an example or raise the bar of artistry of okay, if you can be an artist, but you still need to be humble.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think when you serve people, and I tell people, when you serve people like that, you start to learn. Because I learned from her, Michael W., I'm just they cool people. They not arrogant. They're just not.
She's real down to earth, and she loved to laugh and act silly. I don't know if people always see that side, but she's serious, but she also likes to laugh and have a good time.
Yeah.
But definitely sincere and just humility, sincerity and humility.
That's awesome. So when you came down here, you kind of did the behind the scenes, session things. But then you were trying to write songs and, you've always been on the grind.
Yeah.
Were you ever trying to be signed at one point, or were you just no, I want to be independent?
No, I think the goal, in our 20s, the music industry has changed so much. And so back then it was just the goal, obviously you come, you get signed, you get a record deal with a major label. That was the dream, right? And so, I think I had a couple meetings set up. I did have label meetings set up here, but it never worked out that way. Yeah.
I always say rejection is redirection or protection. I'm not saying that they rejected you, but just God protected you, or he just put you on a different path, which I'm calling independent. Yeah. You kind of went down the independent road. So with that, what was your first, I guess, national release? I know you've been recording on and off back at home in Ohio, but then here in Nashville, you've been doing little things here and there. Yeah. We've done projects together. Even CeCe had the Worship Leader Project where she featured us. It was Pure Worship. Yeah. And we both, my song Unrestrained got recut on there. Your song Wait.
I love you. Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you. Which that is, we'll get to that because that's the number one song right now in gospel radio. But we did that 20 years ago. Right. Yeah. But what was your hope when you were?
I had an interesting journey. I feel like I was able to serve as an independent artist while also serving behind other people. Even when I was singing behind CeCe, I still was doing people were booking me to lead worship at their churches or at their conferences, right? So I had a unique journey where I was able to kind of do both simultaneously. But I did Women of Faith when I was here. I did Women of Faith. It was a conference, 10,000 women. I'm on the worship team, and so we recorded music with Women of Faith as well. I think it was distributed through like Integrity or something like that. So I had my time to record, with other people. But I think on my own, my first national independent recording was probably when I moved to California after I left Nashville.
Okay, because she came down here and you lived here about maybe 9-10 years.
Yeah.
And then Nia was like, "Hey, I'm moving to LA," and it was like everybody's like, "Where you going?"
Well, I was finishing up school. I did my master's at Vanderbilt University, and then I just felt like I wasn't done, and so I started looking into doctoral programs, and I selected Azusa Pacific University, and so I looked into doctoral.
You got your doctorate.
Yes.
So you're a doctor, Nia
So that's
Allen.
what took me to Cali initially.
And what's your doctorate in?
Worship and racial reconciliation.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on. That's not the topic today, but that's good to know, and we'll call you back, Dr.
We'll
Allen,
come back next time.
when we got a little money to pay you for that consultation. So you did that, and then how did even you get your first Billboard #1? Because that's a big opportunity for an independent artist. I mean, how did you do that? Did you produce it yourself? Did you find a manager? Like, tell us that little journey of how you got a #1.
Yeah, well, I did a live recording when I was in California. It was called Every Nation. Some people know that project. But it was a live worship album, and Wait was one of the songs on that album. We decided to re-record a live version of the song Wait. And I made phone calls. You know how you pick up the phone? It's like, okay, I need a team of people. I need somebody to help me. I was doing it by myself, and I literally reached out to different people that I know that did radio. And actually, Demetrius Alexander was the one who connected me with my current manager right now, Cortez Harris. Shout out to Cortez Harris, Louis Cortez Group. But I had never heard of him, and they took that. They heard the song, and they were like, "We believe in the song." I think it just. Yeah, so my manager at the time and label at the time, they helped me get that song to where it needed to be.
That's good to talk about because I have a lot of respect for him from the outside. I know him, but I don't know him really well. I know him through the industry, but what I see, he seems like he is a person that really believes in the people that he was working with. And it seems like he goes above and beyond.
He does, He goes.
That makes a difference, doesn't it?
It totally makes a difference. I mean, what I appreciate about Cortez is that he does what he says he's going to do. He's very integral.
That's true.
And in the industry, unfortunately, I've had a lot of people make promises like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for you. And they don't, and I can be honest at the time. It's just like, you get your feelings hurt and you know what I'm saying? Like, why? But honestly, I feel like it all worked. It had its way of working itself out. But Cortez, he did what he said he was going to do. And if he believes in something and he says he's going to do it, he does it. And so you definitely need somebody on your team that believes in you and who couples that belief with action. They do the work. Yeah.
So you went #1 with Wait, the song Wait, and it wasn't on editorial playlists. Like, it wasn't like Spotify was like, here's Nia.
No.
It wasn't like Apple was like, here's Nia. It was just, you kind of grassrooting it. Yeah. You got it on radio, and then it just kind of succeeded when people heard it, I guess.
It was in the middle of the pandemic. Wait came out like 2020, so everything had shut down. They're servicing it to radio. And Wait was one of those songs, people remembered it from my first album. So I think it was that combination of the people who remember it from the first album to the new live recording of it. People were like, I remember that song.
Yeah.
And we did do a video. So it was on between YouTube, people gravitating toward the song, and radio. Honestly, that's how the song. That's how I got to #1.
Yeah.
And a hard-working team who helped to, who believed in it and helped to get it there.
So you did that project, and then you started working on another project. Is this the one that you have now that's in the...
Well, we done several singles.
Okay, several singles.
Yeah.
So what was the next single?
I'm in Love. I'm in Love was on that same project.
I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm in love with you.
Yeah, I remember that one.
You, Jesus.
Did that do it? Did that?
It did. That was top 10. It went top 10 on Billboard.
Oh, that was top 10. Okay, what they say? Clock it.
Again, you got a hardworking team who go above and beyond, and that made sure people heard it. Again, we did a video, YouTube and radio, and I think now it didn't get playlisted, but between YouTube, radio, and people gravitating toward the song, That's how it is. Yeah, I got
And
it.
then kind of fast forward, you started working on this newer record
Yeah.
that you're still haven't released yet, which I think is going to be released
It's set to come out this coming fall.
this fall.
Yeah.
But I like what you guys have been doing because you've kind of been sitting on it and just kind of the strategy was to just release singles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that's, again, business. The team.
I love that.
Right. They wanted to focus on singles. They say, like, now, this 2026 generation, people aren't listening to full albums. And so we wanted to just focus on the one song. And so, yeah. So,
So then, now this song was totally left of center because Nia's the worship leader. Nia loved God. She likes CeCe. She loved the Lord, y'all. But you kind of, I mean, it was still a positive song, Sunshine. Her song Sunshine was kind of like,
it was a different,
hey,
it went a totally different
It had a
direction.
little summer feel, a little bop. And I'm like, oh, but it was really nice.
Thank
What
you.
made you transition,
In that
not even
direction?
transition, but just explore
Yeah.
that kind of style of song?
Yeah, I wanted people to see that there's a different side of me. I love God with all of my heart. I
Yeah.
love to worship. I love leading worship.
But you got a little brandy in you. See, it came out
I was
as
like,
Sunshine.
let's show a little brandy. Let's show a little brandy. And so I was like, let's do an inspirational song, something that could go beyond the church walls, right? And
Yeah.
so we were very intentional. And so a shout out to my brother, Jordan Armstrong. He sent me the
Yeah.
track. Jordan, we have the same management. And so
yeah.
they sent me the track. They're like, what you think about this song? And so he had the hook. And he's like, you think you could write to it? And so I wrote the second verse. I literally was on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean writing Sunshine. And so that's how that song came about. I came
Yeah.
back and we recorded it. And people love that song. They call it their morning workout song. A bop is really
Yeah,
what they,
it is a bop.
inspirational. Yeah.
It definitely feels like pull the sunroof back,
Yeah.
ride down the street, ride
Yeah.
down the highway, playing Sunshine. And
Yeah.
that song also went number one.
It went number one on gospel, but it went over to R&B. So it crossed over to the R&B chart. It was
Mainstream
like top
chart.
25. Yeah.
Top 25?
Yeah. Yeah. So like mainstream.
I must be honored to have you.
No, mainstream stations, they were playing that song. And so,
Yeah.
we wanted to do that. I mean, because I want to be able to take the word of God and the message beyond the church walls and beyond gospel. And so people that don't even go to church were just like, man, when I listen to that song, I feel something, And
Yeah.
so that's really the heart of it, is just to do ministry, using the song to minister to the hearts of
That's
people.
great. So
Yeah.
then how did you keep the discipline? Like, and during this time, your batting average is pretty high. Like, wait a minute, top 10, number one, another number one.
Yeah.
What's keeping you humble? What's keeping you a base? What's,
Yeah.
because I mean, I sense the humility, and I know you, but
Yeah.
like, what?
I think keeping ministry at the forefront and at the heart of everything that I do. Remember my why. I'm extremely grateful for awards. I'm extremely grateful for charting and all that. But that's not why I do it. I didn't start off doing it for that reason, and I'm not doing it for that reason right now. You know, it really, my heart is to serve people. I know my name Nia means purpose, right?
Okay.
And I know my purpose here on this earth is to inspire and encourage other people through song. And so through a smile, through a word of encouragement. And so I try to keep that at the forefront of all that I do. And so it really is ministry and just serving people. And God is using music, the music that he's given, to touch the hearts of people. And that's really what it's all about. So I keep that at the forefront.
So then what like cost you that you didn't expect? Like, is there anything that just, it's like, what this part is challenging or hard, or is it being independent that is hard, or is it no, it's easy, or
No.
anything that costs you, challenge you?
Yeah, I mean, being an independent artist is not easy. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I thank God for my team. I thank God for, usually team is like one other person that's, that's skilled to do multiple things. And so, but it's hard even on myself. Like I don't have somebody running my social media. I have to do it. I need to get better at it, but you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's nonstop. So sometimes that can feel overwhelming. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask you this, because this is something. This is probably more my story than it is yours.
Yeah.
But like, I always feel like sometimes you can feel invisible with the mainstream art, not the mainstream, but the mainstream players in gospel.
Yeah.
Like you can sometimes feel invisible. Have you ever felt like overlooked,
Yeah.
or just is it like, does that ever bother you, or is it just like, well, it is what it is?
Yeah, no, all the time. My
Yeah.
feelings get hurt. I've cried many a nights. Like, what in the world? Why, Lord? Why? When, Lord? When? And yeah, when you're constantly in need of help, and it can feel overwhelming. You're just like, there's not enough time in the day to get done all that you need to, and you may not have the same support or the team that somebody else has, or the money that somebody else has to put it in those positions. It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
you just feel kind of like, man, it can get discouraging. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, Lord, this is yours. And I'm not going to be super spiritual about it, but it's like you got to leave some room for God to do what only he can do,
Right.
But to answer your question, yes, all the time. I feel like, man, it'd be great to be doing this. But, in the process, we're building a team. We're using what we got. I always tell people, be faithful
Yeah.
right where you are, and use what you have, and invite God into that process. But yes, to answer your question, of course, I get discouraged all the time, but it's got to keep going because I know there's more, and I know what
Yeah.
God's called me to do. So, yeah.
And how long have y'all been riding the wave of Sunshine? Like, it was before you released another single.
Yeah.
It was like y'all were like, we gonna stay here and ride this until you're ready for
Yeah.
the next one. Did that? How long? How well
Easily.
did that do?
It's easy, like 6-7 months, something like
Yeah.
that. And then we released Lord, I Love You, which is another, all these are singles that are on my upcoming project. But so Sunshine will be on there. Lord, I Love You. Just You Wait, the song I just did with my brother Major.
Yeah.
So all those songs will be on the upcoming
That
project.
like
Yeah.
debuted in the first week with like 1 million views or something on YouTube
It did
or something,
really,
right?
really good. Yeah, people love the video. We went to LA. I went out
Okay.
to LA and we shot the video out there. So that was
Wow.
fun. Yeah.
So that's like 3 songs already that's on this album. And then, of course, Lord, I Love You,
Yeah.
which we did on the CeCe Winans Pure Worship many moons ago.
Yeah.
How did you resurface and resurrect that song?
Yeah.
And it's #1 now. Like,
My team, my man, we actually were watching TVN one time. We went on the computer and we pulled up. We was like, listen to this. Remember when we were and CeCe was hosting, and he heard the song and he was like, what is this? He's like, I've never heard of this song. And I was like, we did this song many years ago,
Yep.
And he was like, well, I'm sure there's still some people. If I haven't heard it, I'm sure there's some people who still are not familiar with this song. He's
Yeah.
like, you need to record this song and do like a 2025 version of it.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. We hopped in the studio. Shout out to Jamel Kimbrough. He does a lot of Todd Delaney stuff. Your Great Name.
oh, okay, yeah.
So we went to Chicago and recorded the song, and
Nice.
he helped to kind of give a fresh sound to it. And so,
Nice.
yeah.
And so now you got this song. The album's coming out in the fall.
Yeah.
So I love to ask people this, like, who was someone that believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself?
Wow.
You can think about that.
Who is someone who, I think it's been several people along the way. My parents. You look, when I first moved to Nashville, Calvin was the first person to get me connected. I would say you were one of the people who
Thanks.
first believed in me. Absolutely.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. But I'm going to
Yeah.
pause it because I got to tell y'all. I know the last guest said that too. And I just want to tell y'all.
no,
I like
no.
y'all. I'm not putting them up
I
to
didn't
this.
know. I didn't know.
I just want to say, no, you didn't know.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I just, I like, man, Lord, I keep asking these questions, but here's the thing. I really do just believe in people. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
I believe in people. And so I kind of like to believe in people before I think that they make it. Because a
Yep.
lot of times people are like, Calvin, how you know? Like, I knew them before they did this,
Yeah.
or I knew them before they went on that, or I knew them before they had number one.
Yeah.
And so I just had to pause and say that because if people watch it, they were like, how come everybody talking about you?
No.
You. I'm like,
No, it's the truth. When I first moved to Nashville, when I called you, when I first met you,
Yeah.
you saw something in me, and you were just like, okay, I think you were the one who connected me with the Nicole C. Mullen background. You were like, she needed an alto, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And it is kind of like who you know.
Absolutely.
In this town, you know, it really is. And I never said, I meant to say this, but when I started Aware Worship, Nia was one of the first people that was at my first night of Aware Worship. So I kind of call her like one of the original people of Aware Worship. So
Yeah.
shout out to Aware Worship.
Shout out to Aware Worship.
And they all been messaging me like Nia, Jamia, and Alec. They all in my DMs. I'm about, oh, Nia, I love Nia. Oh, Nia. Just so that's from them, Aware
That's
Worship. They all
hilarious.
messaged me tonight.
I
you know.
love it. No, I would. So I would say my parents, you. I would say my manager, Cortez.
He's
Harris.
really doing a great job.
Yeah. No, I'm extremely grateful. You need people to believe in you before everybody else sees it, right? Because it's easy to jump on board once the ball is rolling,
Right.
But for people to see something in you before you see it or before it happens,
Right.
that's priceless. So hold on to those people. If you're
Yeah.
watching or you're listening, hold on to those people who genuinely have your best interests at heart, who believe in you and can see it before the success happens, quote unquote. Yeah.
So as an independent artist, I know we got the album, but what's your vision for the future? Like where are you at? Because everything's changing. So a lot of people are like, yo, and we got AI.
It's so much. Yeah.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on AI?
Yeah,
Does it scare you, make you nervous? Or you like, ooh?
Initially, if I can be honest, I was like, they about to take our job. I'm like,
Because they sang it.
when I hear those AI artists, I'm like, sing, y'all.
Listen, we just wrote a song yesterday. And after they left, I put that thing in AI just to hear what it.
Yeah.
Them fools came back and said, hang it up, Calvin. Hang it up.
They singing better than
They
we
singing
are.
better. And I mean precise. They was like, you can hang this up.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so I just realized that I was like, okay, this thing is here to stay.
Oh, absolutely.
It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, some of the top, if you look at the charts right now, some of those top artists on the charts are AI artists. And so it really is, it scared me at first, but I would say we've learned to just use it as a tool, right?
Yeah.
Even if I have a song idea, I'm like, all right, let me put this chorus idea in AI and see kind of how it can help me formulate, how the verse and the chorus and, but eventually I use it just kind of as a tool. And so I'm not scared of it, but I'm like, all right, it's here. Like you said, it's not going anywhere. So
it ain't going
use
nowhere.
it as a tool. But what I will say is that AI can't replace that live element, that live
authenticity.
worship.
It can't. I tell people that all the time. AI might make you nervous, but it will never beat you in authenticity. And I don't care how good those guys sound on it.
Yeah.
They don't know the Lord.
Yeah.
Ask them to sing live.
I was like a live worship.
They
can't do live worship. So it's like, I think we'll be all right. I think
So y'all
we'll
don't
be okay.
stop going to concerts and don't stop buying tickets because God needs it and we need it too.
Right.
As artists.
And there's still something that happens live in the room that you can listen to things all day audio, but there's something special that happens when you're live in the room. So
now I gotta ask this too before we, start to wrap it up. Make believe is, like I said, you don't get what you want, you get what you believe is possible. And so sometimes I believe, and people don't know this about me, but like I'll try to manifest things in my life, not like new age or anything, y'all. I just want to say that for y'all. Anybody, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, and I believe that He gives me dreams and visions, and He also gives me wisdom to how to practically apply.
Yeah.
And that's why I say you got to make belief happen. It just doesn't happen because you want it. You got to really believe it's possible, and you got to make that belief happen, and through applying the wisdom and things that you learn and going for it, not waiting for permission all the time. Sometimes God does have you wait, but then sometimes you're waiting for permission and I said go.
Yeah.
And then I've been on the other side where I've buried my talents, and what I wanted to ask you is one of the things that there's things that I want to do in the future, and who are you believing to work with in the future? Give me your top three. If God could bless and they saw this, there's like, who would you want to on an album? It could be anybody. It could be really anybody. It could be gospel. It could be mainstream. I don't know. But who is your, who would you want to work with?
I'm dreaming big right now.
Yeah, you dreaming big. You dreaming big. That if it ever happens, I'm playing this clip. I'm playing this clip because we're gonna believe God for you. And this is just kind of putting it out there.
I know. I don't know if Brandy she will always be one of my favorites. I know.
I'm gonna stay humble.
I'm a dream big.
This is on the Brandy podcast. I'm one
we give her
episode from
so much love.
The Brandy podcast.
Layla Hathaway.
Oh, really?
Her. Like jazz. Like I love her voice, her tone. That would be a dream to sing with Layla Hathaway.
Okay.
I grew up listening to her, so Layla's another one.
Now, what about in your space? Like, that could be your space, but I'm saying, what about also, too, like, if you were to say, I want to, I'll give you an example if you want to think about it.
No, I know. I would be honored. I would be honored to work with work with my mentor with CeCe Winans. That would be an honor. So yeah.
I think we would be like
full circle moment.
full
right?
circle. It'd be like, wait a minute, who is who? Because y'all both are getting that vibe, and I'll be clocking, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason why I say that because sometimes like I have a favorite artist, and I'm just believing that one day he's gonna be on the show.
Yeah.
You know, which you probably don't know John Splithoff, but he's a.
Oh no.
You need to.
Okay, I'm gonna look him up. Okay.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna look him up right now.
John Splithoff, he's a mainstream artist. He kind of gives you John Mayer meets Marvin Gaye. So
There's so many.
He's so great.
So many amazing people out here. I feel like that I still don't know about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look them up. Yeah.
So yeah, and then I'll look into him like I want Leandria Johnson to come to this room.
I love it. Yes.
And clock and tear my house up. I want her to come singing that piano over
And
there.
she would totally
and clock and tear it up. I want her and Leandria. If you want, I'm counting
Leandria,
the well.
if you're listening.
Nice to meet you. Would you come on Make Believe and let my house have it? I don't think I would be. I don't know if I could recover.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, I just like to ask people that because you just never know. I mean, with social media and how internet and how things connect.
Yeah.
You know, we sang that thing for Brandon. She commented and shared it. You know,
love it. Yeah.
But I just wanted to. I wanted to ask you that. And so basically, so for the future, you just believe in God. You're going to release this album.
Yeah.
And you're staying independent. Is that by choice now, or?
I mean, right now it seems like it's working. Obviously, we're open if another situation comes along, but I'm content right now with being independent.
And do you still lead worship and travel?
I do. Yeah. And I want to continue just to do that even more, you know. And
I got to give you a plug on the worship thing. Let me just say this because I really do believe this. Nia is an incredible worship leader, y'all. Like, I really mean, like, not if I had to pick my top 5 worship leaders, Nia is up there, one of my top 5. Like, I'm telling you. So for people that are like looking for a worship leader, I promise you.
Oh, thank you.
She can take your song to the next level. Because this is what I wanted to say. I had did a blog post. Excuse me. I had did a blog post about why CeCe dominates. And I don't know if you ever saw it, but basically I've been telling people, because, you know, the industry says, you know, oh, you've been CC'd, you know, because she takes your song and then, but then they'll look at us when we cover, like, oh, she's just covering, she's a cover artist, or Where Worship is a cover band. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, CeCe and Whitney Houston was interpreters.
Luther Vandross.
They knew how to interpret the song.
Yeah.
That don't mean that they wrote the song all the time, but they know how to interpret the song. Yeah. And I've been telling people that are in the industry, like, if you're looking for someone that can interpret the music, you need to start looking at people like Nia Allen. Thank you. Excuse me, and Nia Allen and other people, because it's really about how you interpret. And I've seen you outside of your own songs, which are great, but I've seen you interpret worship songs. And I'm like, Nia gets a hold of that. Yeah. Like you did that with Holy Spirit. Yeah. You kind of bridged the gap for some of the gospel side that really didn't know Brian and Katie Torwald's Holy Spirit. Yeah. You kind of gave, you know, an on-ramp. Yeah. For the gospel album, gospel people with Holy Spirit. And so I just wanted to give that shout out because, you know, it's not easy doing what you do or what we do. And a lot of times people can say like, will she travel? And I just feel like you just have a great spirit about yourself. And so every worship pastor, every pastor that's looking, I just want to, not that even she even needs this, but I just need to start highlighting and celebrating people publicly. And I believe that we need to just start knowing who do we need to bring in, who has the heart, who's easy to work with, who's humble, who's going to be smiling, who's going to be nice, who wants the Lord, who's going to serve people and laugh. I'm telling y'all, Nia is one of those people. So how can people get in touch with you? I know, is there an email for booking or is...
Yeah, on my website.
On the website, which is...
NiaAllenMusic.com. It has everything there. Go to booking and you can fill out the form and it goes directly to management. So,
Nia Allen Music. And so Nia, I just want to thank you for being a part of this podcast. You're such a great friend, and make sure you tell your parents and everybody I said Nowell. Says hello. And guys, if you haven't seen this episode, if you've already seen this episode, we do a song together. We do an open worship, kind of like a spontaneous worship set. Yeah. And y'all, it's really good. It's about 20 minutes long. You know how I get. We just get the flowing back and forth. And so if you haven't seen that yet, please make sure you look for that on social media, on YouTube. And then also remember, Nia Allen's music is coming out this fall.
Yes.
And so thank you for being on this show. I really appreciate it. Pray for Make Believe. Make sure you tell your friends and tell your people.
I will. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Seriously, y'all, this is 20 years of friendship. And so I appreciate you just having me on this platform.
Yes.
So thank you.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Please make sure that you like and subscribe. I sound like a broken record, but y'all, I need your help. That's how we get this out there, y'all. Like, subscribe, share. Just help us get the word out. Until next time, make sure to make belief happen.